Hey everybody, it's Monica Matthews, your scholarship mom, here with you today to share another college scholarship tip. This is actually one of my favorite things, and actually, it's a free resource you can find on my website. So I will make sure to put the actual link to the post that you can download it from. So you don't need to take notes as you're watching today. But this is something that I developed to help my own son when he was struggling, my youngest son with his essays. And I call it the Scholarship Essay Cheat Sheet. And it's just 5 important things that students need to remember as they write their scholarship essays. So you don't have to be standing over their shoulder or constantly reminding them of what needs to be in their essays to make it stand out to the judges. So let me just get started. So, oh, and by the way, after I printed this out for my son. I had it by his computer, and I put it on cardstock. It would be nice and sturdy. And he had it by his computer, and his essays really did improve. And he ended up winning a ton of scholarships. He graduated from college debt free, and that's what I'm all about. He applied smart, and I'll go into that a little bit later. But it did really help him. So make sure you print this out, whether you're a parent or a student, and use it as those scholarship essays are being written to help you pay for college. All right, there are 5 things in my scholarship essay cheat sheet. 5 things that students need to do. The first one is start with a hook. Start with something interesting. I read a lot of scholarship essays, and so many start with the same thing. They spit back the prompt. Say your essay question or the prompt was, "Why do you deserve this scholarship money?" And they start off with, "I deserve this scholarship money because." Well, can you imagine if you were a scholarship judge and you had 200 essays to read or more, and 98% start off the same way? Your eyes are going to glaze over. You're not interested from the very beginning. So, starting with the hook means you start with something different, something unusual, something catchy and creative that draws in the reader, draws in that judge, and makes them want to read your whole essay, not because they have to, but because they want to. So remember, start with a hook, start with something interesting, and don't spit back the prompt. All right, that's number one. Number two, tell a true story. This is my number one mistake. This is the number one mistake that students make when they write their scholarship essays. They don't tell stories. They don't connect their life with this organization offering the scholarship and the question that was asked. Students need to connect it. They need to tell personal stories throughout their essay. You know, it, judges want to know you on a deeper level. This is the way to do it. You need to paint a picture of who you are in the minds of the judges. A quick example, say a student wants to become a doctor, a pediatrician eventually. And there was a moment when they were volunteering at the children's hospital, and they helped a child who was bleeding, and they noticed some adults in the room, not medical professionals, were kind of squeamish about the blood, but they thought, they were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not squeamish. This is what I'm meant to do." And they made the child smile even though she was in pain. And it was kind of a light bulb moment for that student. This is what needs to be shared in scholarship essays. Stories that connect your life with the scholarship question that's being asked and the organization. So always, always, always tell true stories throughout your scholarship essays. Okay, number 3, fully answer the question. And I know that this may seem like a no-brainer. Of course, you're going to answer the question, but a lot of essay questions are 2 parts, and students will miss the second part, or they will ramble on, and they will ever not even answer the first question. So you need to answer the question. Sometimes I've seen scholarship judges, and I've seen how they judge, and they'll go through and they'll check off different things throughout the essay, and they need to see if that question is answered. So always answer the question. I have another video. Take a look or look it up on my number one scholarship essay hack, and it's about catching these mistakes before they happen and how to see if your essay it didn't answer the question it was asked. So take look up that one. It's very, very effective. So okay, fully answer the question. Number 4, heed word count. Okay, if a scholarship essay requires 500 words, don't write 502. Don't write 300. You need to write as much as you can that answers the questions without rambling, without a bunch of fluff, right up to that maximum word count. So if it's 500, you're going to write 498, 499, 500 if at all possible, without going over. If there are 2 or 3 students who have written essays and they're all really good, and the judges are having a hard time trying to decide who their winner is, they just might go through and run your essay through a review where it counts the words. And if you've gone over, that's a really easy way for them to decide this student didn't follow the directions. So resist the urge to write more because you have so much more. You do. You have so much more. Students are amazing, and they're writing their essays and they're telling their stories. and they don't want to end it early, but you need to learn how to do that. So don't write too much, don't write too little. Don't write 300 words when 500 words is allowed. Use that space to help the judges to paint a picture in the minds of the judges with your words, because that's what the scholarship essays are all about. All right, almost done. Number 5, proofread and share. Now, I know a lot of students, it's personal. They don't want somebody else to read their essays, especially maybe their parents, unfortunately. But they need to find a trusted adult, and that is the T in my SMART system of applying for scholarships, which I'll go into really quickly here in a minute. But they need to let somebody else read their essays, to proofread, and to find the mistakes. You know, when your eyes are really tired and you've read the same paragraph over 5 times, your eyes are going to fill in the words that are not there. You know what you're trying to say, but you might have missed a word, or you might have used a synonym that doesn't make sense, that you didn't, spell check didn't catch it. So, but somebody else who's reading it, they're going to catch it and they're going to be like, what does this mean? I'm not quite sure. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I missed that, or I need to fix that. So always, always give your essays to somebody else to read, 2 pairs of trusted eyes. That is the T in my SMART system. Applying SMART is what I teach in my ebooks, How to Win College Scholarships. I'll put them up here. Guides for parents and students in 10 easy steps. You can find them on my website, howtowinscholarships.com. It's 116 to 118 pages full of scholarship tips and how myself, all 3 of my boys, and so many others have helped their students win scholarships with all the different things, all the little details that go into putting together a fabulous college scholarship application. So find me on my website, howtowinscholarships.com. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.